Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your 2019-2020 astrology forecast. Now this is a general overview with a primary focus on 2019. And I will go into much greater detail when I do your Sagittarius monthly astrology forecast. Now there's great news for you because Jupiter is loving on you all of 2019. He doesn't go into Capricorn until December 3rd, 2019. He'll be in Capricorn through December 20th, 2020, and then December 21st, 2020, he goes into Aquarius through December 29th, 2021. So this is a really big time for you these next 3 years, 2019, 2020, and 2021. Now with Jupiter in your sign, Jupiter comes home. He loves being in Sagittarius. He rules Sagittarius. Yay! He's happy. He doesn't like being in Scorpio. So having him in Sagittarius, and he entered November 8th, 2018, and he'll be in there till December 3rd. And then when he goes into Capricorn, he's going to expand your wealth, your abundance, your money. But first he has to expand you. So life is going to feel really good in 2019 for the Sagittarians. Yay! You guys deserve it. You've been through hell for a really long time. And you know what I'm talking about. And so having Sagittarius, having Jupiter in Sagittarius is really bringing you abundance. He's going to expand your natural gifts of expansiveness, enthusiasm, faith, and joy. Like my favorite word is joy. And Neptune is saying dream big. Now there's one caution with this Neptune and Jupiter thing going on is don't do the don't worry, be happy thing, you know. Just drink wine and you'll be fine. No, because Saturn is going to town in Capricorn in the area of your money, your personal investments, your resources, your self-worth, self-respect, self-appreciation, your talents, your gifts, your abilities. And Saturn wants you to make things real. So if we're, you know, drunk and happy every day, or buzzed, stoned, and happy every day, we're not really getting anything done. And you have to get things done. You want to take advantage of this energy because he's not going to be back for another 12 years. And so you want to be using your optimism and enthusiasm and vision to expand whatever you're doing. Build a business, grow your business, move up in your career. Whatever your heart's desire is. If you're retired, you want to be using this energy, you know, in hobbies, in expanding your horizons, educationally, travel, get involved in something that is important to you so that you stay active and you keep the brain active. If you're young, this is about thinking about your future and what you want to build. This is a great time for women to be owning their own business. And if you're young, this is the time to create your own business. And I can help you do that with my academy. Now, you don't want to miss opportunities, you know, because you could be really over the top with enthusiasm. And it's going to be an optimistic year. It's going to have powerful imaginings, and it's going to have a lot of purpose for you. And Saturn is the guy who insists on taking care of business, taking care of the day-to-day details, being serious, being dull and boring. This is Saturn. And the heavy aspects of life, like balancing your checkbook, looking at where the money's going, looking at how you spend money, looking how you invest money. And not just money, but your time, your energy, your heart, your soul. These are your resources. Your time is so valuable. And the energy you spend to make money is so important and valuable. Saturn represents the structures of your life. He represents the reality of your life. And he wants you to build something solid that you can stand on for the rest of your life. He asks you to pay close attention to the consequences of the things you do. Because with Jupiter, we can eat too much, we can party too much, we can goof off too much because we feel good. And hey, food tastes good. Why not eat more chocolate, right? Why not eat more lasagna or pizza? And so Saturn comes in and says, oh, go step on the scale and tell me what you think. Or put those jeans on and tell me how they fit, right? So pay attention to the consequences of what you do. With Saturn, let's feed Saturn. And Saturn wants you to have a goal. He wants you to have a plan. He wants you to have a purpose and have intention to work hard, building something. So that's how you use Jupiter and Saturn together to expand your horizons, be fruitful and satisfied. Now, Uranus has taught you how creative you can be. He spent the last 7 years in the area of creative self-expression, true love, romance, risk-taking. And he was in harmonious energy flow with any planets you had in Sagittarius. So you were getting a real boost up from Uranus. Now, he's back in Aries, and he'll be there in this area of creative self-expression until March 6th, where he then moves into Taurus for good for the next 6 years. That means for many of you, you're changing your work. You're changing how you work. You want to be more innovative in your work. You want to use more technology in your work. Maybe you want to let the technology do the work for you. Or maybe you want to move into something that is involved with technology, science, metaphysics, astrology. These are all things that Uranus rules. When Uranus entered this part of my chart, I started my astrology practice back in 1995, before the internet. It was very interesting. All we had was the yellow pages back then. It was pretty funny. And so this is an interesting time for you. So Uranus is teaching you how to be creative until March 6th. And then it's time to be building a new you, building a new lifestyle, building a new way of working. And if you don't, what will happen is you'll be trying to move forward, but you could feel frustrated and irritated if you ignore the call to change, because that's how they work on us, all of them. You know, Uranus especially will create chaos in your life, in whatever you're doing, if you don't motivate yourself to change. That can be a bit of a challenge with having Jupiter in your sign. Jupiter can make us lazy. And Neptune, you know, has been in the area of your foundation, washing away the structures you've relied on for most of your life. They've been washing away since, Neptune entered Pisces many years ago. I think it was back in 2012 he entered Pisces, or maybe 2011, 2012, right around that time period. He entered this area, the foundation of your life, and has been washing away the structures there. Now, Neptune's greatest gift is inspiration. And, it's interesting because Jupiter and Neptune rule the chart of the United States of America. And we, as Americans, are very optimistic people. And we think bigger and better is always better, right? Let's supersize it. That's the Jupiter-Neptune effect, that it rules our chart, that rules the chart of America. And so you have Neptune in this area, and for many of you, he's been challenging you for years. And that's why for some of you, you've been feeling physically exhausted, emotionally drained, because Neptune is teaching you to go with the flow and, tune into the unseen, the unknown, and see your life as another fantastic adventure. Now, and if you do that, like, hey, my life is an adventure, I work while I have the energy, and when I'm really tired, I rest. I don't push. But I am focused on my purpose, I'm focused on my goals, I'm working towards my goals, I'm working toward my purpose, and that's what I know. And that's the attitude you want to take over these next couple of years, because Neptune's going to be in this area for quite some time before he moves into Aries. And he's still working through the Sagittarians and working through your planets. And I know I've got my moon and Saturn in Sagittarius, and he's working over me good. And it's just, days you can feel like really focused and get things done, and then days you just feel spaced out, like you're tired, and you're just drained, and you don't push on those days. Those days you cruise. you work on the days that you have good energy and good focus. Like today I get up, I have a lot of energy, so I'm focused, I can do my work. But then when I have days where I don't have that kind of energy, I don't push. I don't try to, do a lot. And so that's how you work with these energies, is you when you feel good, strong, get as much done as possible. And then that way, when you have days where you're not feeling your best, you don't have to make up for, days you goofed off when you could have been getting things done. And you can also work with the inner child too, is work so many hours and then promise your inner child, after that, we're going to go out and play, so let's just get our work done. I like to work in the morning. It depends on, everybody's different. Some people work best at night. They work best late at night. Just depends on your own personal clock. These are things I teach in my academy and in my courses that I will be offering in 2019. Now, Pluto's been like whacking you, since 2008 in this area of your money and your resources. And so you've really been, doing a major overhaul since 2008 in what you love and value, your money, how you make your money, your resources. And if your values represent who you truly are and what you stand for, and we all need to stand for something, whatever it is you believe in, you want to stand for that and align yourself with your values. That's what produces success in life. So this is a process to eliminate any thought, idea, and belief about what is valuable in your life and transform it, including your self-worth. So it's very important that you are building that self-worth, owning your power in this area, never letting anyone chip away at your self-worth, your self-respect, self-appreciation. Otherwise, get rid of them. Hit the delete key. If they don't love on you, then that's not love. If they're abusive with you, it's not love. And you want to be really owning your power here, because this is where all the action is over the next couple of years in Capricorn. And this is about you really nourishing and nurturing your self-worth here in 2019 and 2020, because Saturn and Pluto are about to unite, and they are going to ground these changes and are asking you to, make the changes that serve you and, be open and release yourself and refrain yourself from self-judgment, because Sagittarius, you guys can get kind of judgy, and you want to be careful of that, and you want to make sure you're not judging yourself. Remind yourself, you do the best that you can with what you know, and those that know better do better. But hindsight is, yeah, sure, we'd do better if we could go back in time, unless you can time travel and go back. You want to forgive yourself for maybe not getting it right, maybe not doing it perfectly, or whatever the judgy part that comes up. That's the negative ego. This is where the action is going to be. Now, the eclipses are running in this area. So right as you go into 2019, you have the solar eclipse on January 5th in this area of your self-worth, self-respect, self-appreciation, and your money, your resources. We have Saturn in Capricorn, Sun and Moon in Capricorn, Pluto in Capricorn. So the Sun and the Moon are bringing these two together. That's why it's game on right as we step into 2019. And it's going to be that way because Saturn and Pluto are going to exactly couple together in this area for most of 2020. Even when Saturn moves into Aquarius, which he will do March 23rd, 2020 through June 16th, 2020, then June 17th, he's right back into Capricorn until the end of 2020. He will move back into Aquarius in December 18th, 2020, and then he'll be in Aquarius for the next 3 years. 2.5 years, 2021 on. However, for most of 2020, he's in Capricorn, and Pluto and Saturn are going to be uniting. Mars enters Capricorn on February 17th, 2020. Jupiter enters Capricorn December 3rd, 2019. So your avatar, Jupiter, is going to be in Capricorn for most of 2020. He doesn't go into Aquarius until solstice, December 21st, 2020. And so you've got Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, and Pluto in this area of your money, your values, your self-worth for quite some time now. And this is huge. Now, when I did the 2018-2020 astrology forecast, one of the questions I asked everybody was, what was going on with you in 1982 and 1983? That was the last time Saturn and Pluto coupled together, and it was in Libra. And it has changed the institution of marriage. It has changed many things since that time. It was also the beginning of an economic boom cycle that started in 82, 83. We're going to start another economic boom cycle when they unite in Capricorn. I want you to think about now, I'm asking in the 2019-2020 questions, 2019-2020 astrology forecast, what was going on with you in 1989 and 1990? You made big changes then, too. And the reason I'm asking is because the last time we had a mega conjunction in Capricorn was 1989 and 1990. That's when Uranus, Neptune, and Saturn coupled together in 1989 and 1990. And the faster moving planets came around and joined them. And of course, the new moon and the full moon in Capricorn or Cancer activated them as well. So we are reliving those moments, even though this is different. It's a bit different because we've got Pluto there and not Uranus and Neptune. Neptune is in Pisces, Uranus is in Aries, and then Taurus. But it's similar in that it's a mega conjunction where all the planets line up together in this one focused area, and the eclipses ignite them, and the new moons and full moons ignite them all year for 2 years. 2019 and 2020 is game on with Saturn and Pluto. And Jupiter in 2020, end of 2019, and Mars, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, and Pluto are going to be, together February and March 2020 in this area. So you're going through tremendous transformation and growth in this area. And it starts right as you go into January. Now, another good thing that happens in January is all the planets are going to be direct, January 6th through March 5th. All the planets will be direct because the last planet to go direct is Uranus, which will go direct January 5th, 6th time period. And then all the planets are direct. That's the best time to start anything new, to launch anything new. Launch a new business, launch a new website, launch anything that you do. Go after a new job, new relationship, whatever it is you want to do. Anything new. The wind is in your sails. The cosmos has your back. They will support you and push you forward. And you can ride the wave into your awesome future. Awesome opportunities. And windfall of abundance. So we've got this first eclipse on January 5th. Now it's going to be followed by a lunar eclipse on January 21st in Leo. Now this is the last eclipse in Leo for quite some time. And that's going to activate your spirituality, your beliefs, long distance travel, higher education, higher learning. Are you completing something in January? Are you finishing up some sort of program, course, book, website, anything that you're publishing? You might be finishing up at this time for some of you. This is a general forecast. Now, this is then followed by a solar eclipse July 2nd in Cancer. And that brings the action to other people's values, other people's money, the depths of your psychology, the depths of your intimacy, the depths of your essence of who you are, the deeper mysteries of who you really are, deep passion, money owed to you, insurance payout, tax payout, inheritance payout, your partner's money. And the North Node is in Cancer now. The North Node will be in Cancer until May 5th, 2020. The North Node in Cancer means it's time for you to nurture your resources. It's time for you to nurture how you take care of yourself, how you empower yourself, how you own your power, where you need boundaries. Because Sagittarians, we can be too loosey-goosey with the boundaries. Where do you need better boundaries? Who do you trust? Who do you let in? This is going to remind you to be careful in this area. And I'll go in deeper when I do the monthlies, because July is going to be a very interesting month because we have 2 eclipses in July and a Mercury retrograde in July in Cancer. So the solar eclipse in July is in Cancer, then it's followed by a lunar eclipse in Capricorn, July 16th. That's where you could be completing something in July. And it could be in regards to resources, money, finances. Both of these areas are your money houses. Personal income, income that comes through a royalty payout, insurance payout, tax payout, your partner's money. If you're in a relationship, your partner, their money. So other people's money, your money. So short distance future, long distance future. What you're changing in the short distance, what you'll be changing in the long distance. Then the final eclipse, December 26th, is a solar eclipse in Capricorn. We have 3 eclipses in Capricorn, one right after another. Well, not immediately after. Lunar eclipse July 16th, solar eclipse December 26th. That's wild that we have 3 eclipses in Capricorn and one following the other. All in this area of self-worth, self-appreciation, self-respect, your earning ability, your values, your possessions, anything you put the word my in front of. My couch, my lights, my car, my house, my computers, and so on. And this is evolving for you. This is where the big work is. That's why I want you to think about what was going on in 89 and 90. Now, I know some of you, you're young, you weren't around then. That's okay. You can still take your natal chart and wrap those transits around it. You can pull up 89 and 90 and wrap it around your natal chart and see how it affected you. Because your chart is always alive. It's alive before you're born, and it's alive after you cross over. Same thing with 1982 and 1983. You can wrap it around your natal chart. And you can see how it's affecting you and how it's affecting you now. Linear time is only in 3D. When you go up to higher dimension, there is no time. The past and the future are running together. Everything happens in the now. 82 is happening in the now. 2020 is happening in the now. So it is, this is the time for you to really look at what has meaning in my life. You may look to your past and see some choices that you've made that, don't make you happy about your self-image or your self-appreciation. And say, well, what happened? Why did I do that? Remember now, we do the best that we can with what we know. When we know better, we do better. Life is full of difficult choices. All you could do is be the best person you can be today, at any given moment. So don't get into judgy stuff. Finding meaning in life comes from actually living it, making mistakes, and navigating the challenges that life presents. So be objective, and you'll have, so much more that you're grateful for and appreciative for. Stay in the objectivity. Don't get caught up in the shoulda, coulda, woulda, or why did I, and any of that. Saturn has a way of doing that with all of us, wherever he is in our chart. And Saturn and Pluto are the grumpy old men, and they're uniting. So we know that there's going to be some grump going on out there, and maybe inside of us. But you have Jupiter working for you in a massive way all of 2019. And even when he goes into 2020 into Capricorn, he's going to be expanding your abundance, expanding your ability to be prosperous and attract abundance. And then when he goes into Aquarius, he will be in a position to sextile all of your planets in Sagittarius. And that will expand your horizons into the world. So in 2019, you want to take advantage of Jupiter in your sign, because that is going to give you the opportunity to develop in so many ways, personally, in business, in life, financially, education, whatever your heart's desire. So that's why you want to take advantage of it and use Saturn to build something to get them off your back. Because if you're not building something, Saturn will bug you. It'll just be like this gnawing, why aren't you doing something? Why aren't you doing something? You know, going on. And you got to give him something to do, because he is so powerful in Capricorn. He rules Capricorn. Just like Jupiter's going to be massively powerful in Sagittarius, because he rules Sagittarius. So you want to take advantage of that. Now, for those of you open for love, you know, with Jupiter in your sign, they could be bringing you, your guides could be bringing you, the Ascended Masters, the angels, however you see them, can be bringing you someone amazing and wonderful, who's perfect for you. Absolutely. And that's why you want to be ready for it. Be ready for new love. Be ready for that soulmate, that wonderful guy or gal that the universe can be bringing to you. A strong time for love will be in late March, April, May, and then June, July. Those will be strong times, but there'll also be other times, and I will go into detail when I do your monthly forecasts. And for those of you coupled, you know, I'm not seeing any challenges to the relationship. In fact, having Jupiter in your sign is going to make you a better partner, because you're going to be feeling better. And because you're feeling better, you're bringing that to the relationship. So it improves your partnerships, having Jupiter in your sign. You're going to be more bubbly. You're going to be more optimistic. You're going to be more like yourself, who you really are. And that is going to make your marriages, partnerships, unions better. And also, you know, with the activity going on in this area of other people, you know, your partner's resources, you know, you'll be paying attention to, you know, what your partner needs, what the relationship needs, and that's good. And then, you know, money is going to be a dynamic process for you, because you have the mega conjunction going on in this area of your money and your resources. If you're in alignment with your values, if you're doing what's right for you, your prosperity is going to expand. If you're in something that's not right for you, they're going to show you. And by making those changes, because Uranus is in that area of work now, by changing how you work, you could be creating greater abundance, more financial opportunities for yourself. And that goes with career too. Is your career in alignment with your values? If it isn't, then you want to be in something that is, because that's where you're going to make your greatest money. And there's never been a better time than now to own your own business, and especially for women. Now is our time to be leaders and be financially empowered. Spiritually, take that time to meditate. Take that time to connect. Shut off the electronics. Get outside and listen to your mighty I am presence, your higher self, your inner being, your soul self. That's where the answers are. When you are connecting with your authentic self, everything falls into place. So thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking, favoring, sharing my videos. Sagittarius, you're rocking awesome. Thank you for subscribing. You totally rock. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Helps to support the channel, and it lets you know when I upload. And I have a beautiful link below that is about the Mercury retrograde cycle, and I'll be changing these links throughout the year, offering more gifts. All you do is go to my website, sign up for my email, and that keeps you in the know and on the go. So until next time, Sagittarius, awesome opportunities, windfall of abundance.